Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher, and for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into the world of Kim Feel. I just finished reacting to him covering The Blower's Daughter, and like I said in that video, that song and this song are two of my favorite songs as a singer to sing. Like I love them. I've covered them many a time, and I love these songs. So now we're gonna dive into him covering "Like a Star" by Corrine Bailey Rae, and like I just said, I absolutely adore this song. And from what I heard of him doing "The Blower's Daughter," I have absolutely zero doubt that he will be able to do this justice and that he is about to slay this vocal. So we're just gonna dive in and see what he does with it.
Just like an angel of the page, you have appeared to my life.
I love his glasses.
Just like a song in my heart, just like oil on my hands, I want to love you. Still I wonder why it is I don't argue like this with anyone but you. We do it all the time, blowing out my mind.
Gorgeous.
You got this look I can't describe. You make me feel I'm alive when everything else is a fake. Without a doubt, you were on my side.
I love that little gravel distortion he gets.
Way too long. Can't find the word to write this song.
Beautiful slide into that.
Still I wonder why it is I don't argue like this with anyone but you. Do it all the time, blowing out my mind.
Come on, harmonica. You better give me this Parisian walk down the Champs-Élysées vibes.
I come to understand the ways. It's not a secret anymore, 'cause we've been through that before. From tonight I know that you're the only one. I've been confused in the dark, now I understand. Hey.
Come on, baby. And then this backdrop of this arena behind him. Oh, gorgeous. Or Coliseum, I should say. Hello.
I wonder why it is I won't let my guard down for anyone but you. We do it all the time, blowing out my mind. Just like a star across my sky, just like an angel up the page, you have appeared to my life. Feel like I'll never be the same. Just like a song in my heart, just like oil on my hand.
beautiful. Oh. Bravo indeed. Oh god. Oh, I love him. I absolutely love him. The tone of his voice is so beautiful, and I love those little moments. And they're unexpected for me, which makes them even more exciting, where I wouldn't think that necessarily your voice would get more powerful, or you'd like do some distortion or something to it, but like there are these points lower in his register where he'll add like this sort of, not really a full-on growl, but just this little distortion, almost like a little rasp or a little, gravel growl sort of thing, on the onsets of some of his phrases, where I'm just like, ooh, that's nice. That's a nice little change there. Yeah, his voice is beautiful. I love the incorporation of the harmonica. I thought that was such a beautiful introduction, because the original song is pretty much just the acoustic guitar, and I think maybe a piano or maybe some drums. I forget what the other instrument, but the majority of it is acoustic guitar. So I felt like the incorporation of the harmonica was just beautiful, and it just set this completely different mood, this different atmosphere, and it fit very well with the backdrop they had there. Obviously they're in Italy, and I was saying, oh, this makes me think like we're going on a Parisian stroll, but still it gave me just a very outdoorsy stroll down the park, stroll by this monument kind of vibe, and I just gravitated toward Paris because I feel like I hear a lot of that sort of harmonica sound in typical Parisian backdrops and whatnot, but I love the incorporation of that. Just made it feel fresh and new. I like that they had the one guy there sort of beatboxing. He was also very, very handsome. How you doing? Love his glasses. I love. And like I said, this and The Blower's Daughter are two songs that I love to sing, because they're songs that they're not about flashy, showcasey vocals. They're not about riffs and runs and belts and all this kind of stuff. Like, yeah, you can incorporate them here and there, but it's really just about, they're very simple melodies, and it's all just about the singer's interpretation. They're very open canvases, and you can stick straight to the melody if you want. You can flourish it up a little bit if you want. You can play it down. Like, they're very open canvases, and there's just a lot of playing area within the songs, and it's really they're really great songs to showcase the tone of a person's voice. Like, if you stick to just the bare bones minimum and you just do a copycat vocal performance of the original songs, then it just showcases your tone. It showcases the vocal nuances, how controlled you are in certain aspects, how your range is, where the song sits in your range. Because like for me, I can sing the song in the same key he did it, but for him, I can see that he naturally has a higher range than I do. Like, we might have similar ranges, we might be able to hit the same notes, but his natural singing voice, his go-to, his comfort zone sits higher than mine does. Because when I sing this song, it is all head for me. It is all head voice for me. And there's a lot of flipping into falsetto and whatnot. And then there's some, louder, not really full-on belty parts, but it's all head voice for me. There's absolutely zero. I might dip down into my chest voice a little bit, but for the most part, everything is sitting up here. So I have to keep it it's either very light or it's very loud and belty, because it's in my head voice. It's not in my comfort zone chest voice where I can just sing it at a medium volume, whereas for him, even though he's hitting the exact same notes, there's just a different level of ease about it, where I can hear, okay, his voice naturally sits higher, so this sits in a place that's just kind of like the middle of his range, where if he wanted to, he could be louder or he can be soft, and it's continuous. Like, those parts, or it's very fluid. So those parts where he was going up into like, so, heaven has been away too long. Can't find the words to write this song of your love. So like for me, very loud, voluminous, almost belty-ish, mixy kind of. Whereas for him, he's still hitting those same notes, but it felt lighter and effortless. It felt softer because it's sitting in a part of his range where he doesn't have to make the decision to push it out. Like for me, it sits in a place where I either have to learn to love your love, or flip it into a falsetto. Oh, your love, I wonder why it is. Which it's fine. I choose to, be more belty. But like it just sits in a more comfortable part of his range, so he doesn't have to make that decision. It just feels like this nice fluid motion throughout the entire song. All the peaks and valleys just feel fluid. It doesn't feel like it's a power jump up to a loud volume then back to a soft, like I kind of have to do with the song. So I love these kind of songs because it just gives you creative liberties to just do whatever you want. If you want to do riffs and runs, you can do riffs and runs. If you want to belt, you can belt. If you just want to stay soft and quiet, you can stay soft and quiet. If you want it to be an intimate, more, calm, reserved performance, you can make it that. And it's just very open. I love the song. He did beautifully with it. Absolutely beautiful. I love his vibe. I love his voice. Love his cheekbones, as you guys mentioned. And yeah, I enjoy him. I enjoy him. And yeah, there's another rabbit hole I won't mind falling down. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. And before you guys go, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone supporting me over on Patreon. This channel would not be what it is today without your continued support, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough for all you've done for me. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya.